And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your Del Oro Golden Eagles versus the Placer Hillmen. Tonight, the captains for Del Oro are number 2, John Urquhart, number 8, Jackson Marlborough, number 51, Brooks Popson, number 55, Lucas Wilson, and number 64, Tyson Dales. For the Hillmen, we have number 4, Merrick Azzarello, number 6, Ryan Miller, number 11, Baylor Kelly, and number 75, Ivan De Silva. And Placer went to toss to first and will be kicking off to us for the first half, the Eagles.
Give me a K.
K.
Give me an A.
A.
Give me an H.
H.
Give me an I.
I.
What's that spell?
KAHI. Go Hillmen!
Placer High School football is on the air. Hillman football is being brought to you by Mackey Heating and Air, Robinson Sand and Gravel, Nell's Diner of Auburn Trophies, and Homer Insurance. Let's head out to the stadium now for tonight's action on KAHI.
Line, and that is going to be Santa Maria, number 24, the linebacker. So here come the Golden Eagles, and that offense scored less than 10 points against Reed High School in week 1. They're going to need way more than 10 to beat Placer tonight. They're very aware of that, and they are looking to strike first to get the crowd and momentum on their side. Nolan Savay in the shotgun for the Golden Eagles. One running back in the backfield. He's going to hand it off on the end around. This is going to be Urquhart, who goes off the far sideline, breaks one tackle, and he is knocked out of bounds at around the 30-yard line. A penalty on the flag, or a flag on the field, on that gain of a couple, as Urquhart took the end around for about a gain of 2 or 3. Maldonado made the tackle on the play. It looks like this one might be coming back, and it's going to be a holding call on the Golden Eagles on 1st and 10. The first play of the game, Del Oro has a penalty, and so that knock him back 5 yards. So we go from 1st and 10 to 1st and 15. So Del Oro trying to see if they can stifle this Golden Hillman defense so far with their Golden Eagles offense. 1st and 15, and the shotgun goes Del Oro. Savay with one running back to his right side in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off, and the Hillmen are on top of that by a mile. It's a loss of a couple as the Hillmen with a big play in the backfield. Sanchez Harlow, number 21, on the tackle, and Danny Sanchez Harlow, who has made a name for himself on offense so far this year, comes up with a big stop on defense. It'll be 2nd and long coming up. So far, nothing getting by Joey Montoya and the Hillmen. They've got Del Oro pinned back inside their own 20. Shotgun again for Savay and the Golden Eagles. Good snap. Savay back to pass. First pass of the night. And it is caught up the middle. And it looks like the Golden Eagles are going to score. No one will catch him. A shoestring tackle at the 20, just as I say that. A touchdown saving tackle by the Hillmen. A big gain on the play as Marlborough took it on the slant route. He went right up the middle. It looked like Marlborough was going to score, but he is tackled. A big run for Marlborough, and just like that, on one play, the Golden Eagles are inside the Placer 20-yard line. So not what Joey Montoya and the Hillmen expected on that play, as Marlborough, they're going to officially mark him down at the 17-yard line. Called about a gain of what looks to be 64 yards. With 10:50 to go, the Golden Eagles are inside Hillman territory, knocking on the door to strike first. They're going to shift formations now from the shotgun to the I formation. It's a carry. And DeSantos had him, but he's breaking it away. Or the Golden Eagles, who have the first down and more. As Sherman with the big run right there. And so far, Placer on back-to-back plays, they have looked to stop Del Oro in their tracks, but somehow, some way, the run by Marlboro, the run by Sherman, the pass caught by Marlboro and the run by Sherman. Second and short coming up now. Del Oro's got to get past the Hillman 8-yard line to move the sticks to first and goal. 10:32 to play in the first quarter, and Del Oro has hit pay dirt so far on offense. Just need to punch it in. Up the middle, and it's going to be a first down for Del Oro. They give it to Sherman once again. First and goal. Baylor Kelly making the stop, as Kelly's been the MVP of the season so far. First and goal coming up now for Del Oro, as they are now at the Hillman 7-yard line. So far, so good for Savay and company, as Nolan Savay, the junior quarterback, with 10:15 to go, is 7 yards away from putting Del Oro in the lead. I-back formation again for Del Oro. Sherman, another carry, cuts it inside, and Sherman breaking tackles. He is knocked down at about the 2-yard line. So far, the Golden Eagles have answered the challenge up front in the trenches against Placer. They've been running the ball very, very effectively, and Placer so far this season has not been tested like this on defense. We are officially under 10 minutes to play in the first quarter. 9:40 as the clock continues to run. It'll be second and inches coming up now for Del Oro, as they're looking to knock this one in for 6 right off the bat on the first drive of the game. Del Oro switching formations again. Under center, Savay gives it up the middle, and Del Oro will punch it in. It is a touchdown for the Golden Eagles, just like that, on the first drive of the game. As Warmafor scores for Del Oro, 9:20 to go, and the Del Oro Golden Eagles have come out and punched our Hillmen in the mouth. They lead at 6-0 pending the extra point, which will be kicked right now. Boston Kelly to attempt the PAT for Del Oro. Snap a little high, it's fielded, and Kelly bangs it right through. So just like that, a first quarter drive, the first drive, opening drive of the game for Del Oro, sees them punch it in for 7. They lead your Hillman 7-0 with 9:20 to go in the first quarter. This kickoff is brought to you by Auburn Trophies. Auburn Trophies, if you are looking for a trophy or any plaque that you can hang on your wall, you want to go to Auburn Trophies. They are where you need to be, Auburn Trophies. So just like that, in less time than it takes to make you a sandwich and turn on your television, the Golden Eagles have taken the 7-0 lead against your Hillmen. It started when the Hillmen thought they had Savay and company dead in their tracks. The slant route to Marlboro got them down to around the 20-yard line, and then they punched it in from there, running the football. So Kiefer Rabs and Baylor Kelly back to return the football for your Hillmen. And just like that, your Hillmen are looking to tie this football game. So far, they've scored at will. They're going to have to tonight, by the looks of it, to beat Del Oro. Baylor Kelly has a little trouble with the ball. He finally picks it up at around the 15. Kelly is sandwiched at around the 20-yard line, and there's some extracurricular activities going on post the tackle. So now here comes Ryan Miller and company. And Ryan Miller and the Hillmen have scored at will so far. They're averaging over 35 points per game. They start their first drive of this game here in week 3 at their own 19-yard line. Ryan Miller, Baylor Kelly, and Sean Jones, with a little bit of Sanchez Harlow, have led the way for the Hillmen. So now here comes Ryan Miller. They line up in the wing T formation. No surprise, they give it to Baylor Kelly. Kelly trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be the guy they're going to want to, look to single in on, as Kelly gets the first pitch, and he's brought back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up Placer knows what they want to do. There's no secrets. They're going to run the wing tee all night long. Del Oro is looking to see if they can stop it, and so far they've done a good job on one play. Long ways to go, though, and the Hillmen down 7-0 with 8:45 to play. They go up the middle to Kelly again, and Kelly has nowhere to go. He'll be lucky if he gets back to the line of scrimmage. It has been a tough sledding so far for the Hillmen on 2 plays. The crowd is lights out, making raucous noise throughout. You can barely hear yourself think. And so now the Hillmen find themselves in an unfamiliar position, 3rd and long, coming up for the Hillmen. $8:14 to play, and the Hillmen taking their time getting to the line here on 3rd and long. They've got to get to at least their own 29-yard line to move the sticks. Play action. Miller back to pass. Has a man on the flat. It is caught by Abbs. Abbs gets one spin. Dodges past one. Count across the 40, 45, 50. And Kiefer Abbs is going to move the chains to near midfield. Kiefer Abbs, who had that hip injury in week 1. We're great to see him back. And it couldn't have come at a better time as Abbs gets the pass from Ryan Miller, his first pass of the game. And they're going to officially mark him down at around the 47. But nonetheless, it moves the chains for a first down for your Hillmen. Ryan Miller has been one of the de facto game changers so far for your Hillmen, throwing the football, and he's picking up right where he left off against Riolinda. They're going to go up the middle. This is going to be Sanchez Harlow, and Sanchez Harlow is out across the Del Oro 40. Danny Sanchez Harlow on his first carry of the game gets it in Del Oro territory for the first time today. And the ball officially marked at the Del Oro 38. Gain of 11 on that run for Sanchez Harlow as the Hillmen have a fresh new set of downs. Back-to-back plays, they get the first down markers, and they move the chains. 7:28 to go in the first. The offensive tempo has been very, very fast on both sides of the ball. 1st and 10 here. They're going to go up the middle with Sanchez Harlow again, and Sanchez Harlow, actually it's Sean Jones, Sean Jones chipped up at the 30-yard line for Placer, and you could have made the case, folks, if Sean Jones did not get tripped up there, he would have walked in for 6. It's going to be about 2nd and 5 now. The ball placed at Del Oro's 32-yard line. Both offenses have had no trouble so far moving the ball. The Hillmen still trying to get those first points on the board. 6:50 to play, 1st and 10. Miller, 3-step drop, swings it to the outside. Sanchez Harlow makes one man miss in the backfield. 30, 25, he's finally knocked out of bounds as Sanchez Harlow is officially going to be knocked down at around the 23-yard line. Another first down as Danny Sanchez Harlow so far has been moving the chains for Placer. The Hillmen knocking on the door nearly inside the 20-yard line of Del Oro. They're going to officially mark this ball at the 23. 1st and 10 coming up. Clock is stopped at 6:37 as Sanchez Harlow was knocked out of bounds. By the looks of it, they're going to put Baylor Kelly in the slot on the near side. Ryan Miller under the gun. Sends one man in motion. And Miller has the ball fumbled. It's picked up by Kelly, who they motioned in the backfield. It was a fumble, but the Hillmen got lucky as Kelly was able to grab it. It looked like they put Abbs in the slot. 6:23 to play. The clock continues to run here as the Hillmen, by the looks of it, were able to pick up a couple of yards after Ryan Miller was almost sacked in the backfield. He fumbled the ball forward, and Baylor Kelly picked it up and ran for a couple before being tackled down. Ball is at the the Del Oro 26 now. Under 6 minutes to go. 2nd and 8 for Placer. They go up the middle again, and getting a couple on that play is going to Kelly. It's actually going to be Sean Jones. Ball is going to be marked at the Del Oro 18. So we're looking about 3rd and 5. The Hillmen have got to get to the Del Oro, we're going to call it the 14 by the looks of it on the markers. Big play in the game here if the Hillmen cannot move the sticks. 5:23 to play in the first. Miller under center. Sends one man in motion. He's going to drop back on the pump fake, and that one is fired over the head of Baylor Kelly, and Ryan Miller is kicking himself as he had Baylor Kelly wide open on the far side. He just threw it right over his head. So now a key decision for Joey Montoya and company. And no surprise, they're going to go for it. The Hillmen have not gone for it more than maybe twice so far in the season, so unfamiliar territory with Placer. Ball is at the 18-yard line as mentioned. They've got to get it to about the 14 of Del Oro. It looks like Azzarello, number 4, is going to come in on the slot. They're going to go wing T again. Miller, play action, rolls out, throws it, and it's incomplete as Azzarello was caught up in the backfield, and a great play there by Uriquart, number 2, who broke up the pass. So the Hillmen are able to march it down into Del Oro territory, but they come away with no points, and it remains 7-0 Del Oro with 5:07 to play in the first quarter. So the Hillmen now are trying to get the ball back from the defensive side. They had a couple of turnovers against Rio Linda last week. They're going to need one here in order to avoid Del Oro making it a 2-score game. Shotgun again for Del Oro. They go to Sherman, who bounced it out to the right. Sherman cuts it upfield, and he is tackled down to the 25. So it looks to be a gain of 7 yards for Sherman. And so far, that has been Placer's thorn in the side, as Brock Sherman has ran wild on the Hillman vaunted defense. Luke Placer, who had the interception against Casa Roble in week 1, comes up with a tackle. It'll be 2nd and 3 coming up now for Del Oro. They've got to get it past their own 28-yard line. They're going to be under center here on 2nd and short. They send one man in motion. They go to Sherman again. Sherman is not going to be able to get anywhere. He is broken up in the backfield as De Silva was in there, a slew of white jerseys, as Atkinson is able to get that stop on 2nd and short. And with under 4 minutes to play officially, the ball marked at the 25-yard line. And so for Del Oro, they've got to get this to at least their own 28 to move the sticks. The Hillmen were not able to stop Del Oro on 3rd down last time. They're going to try their hand this time to get off the field. Save back to pass. Empty backfield, and that one is not going to be complete. He tried to throw it on the swing route to Sherman, and all over it was number 11, Baylor Kelly, as well as number 21. And, of course, as you know, that's Danny Sanchez-Harlow. So the Hillmen, they go for it on 4th down. They don't get it, but they get the 3 and out from Del Oro right off the bat. Kiefer Abbs is back to return the punt for the Hillmen. He is standing at about their own 42-yard line. Taylor, the punter for Del Oro, and we're going to get a flag now, and it looks like it's going to be false start on Del Oro, and it is going to be a false start, so a 5-yard penalty is going to knock it back a little bit more for Del Oro. So now Kiefer Abbs will move up to around the 50-yard line, and if all goes according to plan for Placer here, you have to like the idea of the Hillmen getting this drive to start in Del Oro territory. Abbs is going to move up to around the Del Oro 45 here. Good snap. Punt is away. It's a mid-flight line drive. Abbs has a little trouble with it. Ball is on the ground. He picks it up. He breaks one tackle out across the 50, and that worked out perfect for Placer as Kiefer Abbs tried to take it on the one hop. He bobbled it with his right hand. He was able to get it just as the special teams unit for Del Oro was closing in on him, and he was able to bump out of that tackle, break away, and get to around the 50. And Placer, 2 close calls so far. when it comes to fumbles, they've recovered both. And this drive now looks to start in Del Oro territory at their own 48. A first quarter full of a lot of emotion, a lot of big-time plays. 7-0 Del Oro with 3:14 to play here in the first quarter. The Hillmen start in the wing tee. They're going to go to Sean Jones, who breaks one tackle in the backfield. He trudges forward to around the Del Oro 45. It'll be a gain of 4 on that play with 3:05 to play. Sean Jones, they've used him as the battering ram so far this year. And with 2:55 to go, it's a gain of about 3 officially. It'll be 2nd and 7 now for Placer. They've got to get to around the 38-yard line of the Golden Eagles to move the sticks. Second and 7 coming up. They go up the middle. Baylor Kelly breaks one tackle. Kelly across the 40. Kelly is knocked down at the 36-yard line, picking up the first down. A gain of officially 8 on the run for Baylor Kelly. And with 2:26 to play, the clock stops. 1st and 10 now from the Del Oro 37. We are officially going to be under 2 minutes in the first quarter after this play gets going. The Hillmen wasting no time here on 1st and 10 from the Golden Eagle 37. It's a bubble screen. Kelly was looking upfield as he drops it on 1st and 10. 2nd and 10 coming up. And so far, Placer has not been able to, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term, take advantage of these wide open swing passes as Ryan Miller and Baylor Kelly had each other on the bubble route. 2nd and 10 once again coming up now for Placer. They send Kelly in motion in the backfield. Sean Jones with the carry. Up the middle, breaking tackles is Sean Jones as he goes to around the Del Oro 30-yard line. That ball is going to be spotted officially at the 32, so 3rd and short is coming up again for Placer. They've got to get to the 27 of Del Oro to move the sticks with under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Miller. Sean Jones, is he going to get it? He looks like he's going to be just short. It'll be 4th and 1 coming up as Sean Jones is officially marked down for a gain of 2. Hillman makes the tackle for Del Oro. The ball spotted at the 29. It could be 4th and 1, or 4th and 2, up to your own interpretation. 1:23. Joey Montoya making no mistake of where his intentions lie. He's going for it here on another 4th down call. Miller lines up center. They send Kelly in the backfield. They give it to Baylor Kelly. Kelly has the first down, breaking free. Baylor Kelly still going. He's out across the 20-yard line as Baylor Kelly picks up the first down. And unlike the last 4th down attempt to move the sticks, the Hillmen pick it up this time. The ball is at the 20-yard line for Placer. 58 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And the Hillmen now knocking on the door once again of the Golden Eagles to put the first points on the board. It's going to be a handoff. Sean Jones breaking tackles. Sean Jones is tackled down. No face mask call. It's actually Sanchez Harlow who gets the carry. No face mask. It looked a little bit like it could have been called, but no, and Sanchez Harlow is wrestled down around the 22 for a loss of 2. 2nd and 12 coming up. 24 seconds to play in the first quarter, and so far Del Oro's defense has held up more than their fair share of the bargain as they are defending a slim but stern 7-0 lead near the end of the first. Miller in the gun, drops back, 3-step drop, gonna fire up the middle, pass is caught and wrestled down at around the 16-yard line. Up the middle is Baylor Kelly, and that will do it for the first quarter. Your Hillmen, for the first time all season, are going into the second quarter with a 7-0 deficit. We'll be back. Your Hillmen down 7-0 here as we go to the second quarter on KAHI Radio, 950 AM, 104.5 FM.
And a great time to grab something from the snack bar. while you can, head on over, get a pulled pork sandwich with a bag of chips for $10. They've got all kinds of other treats, and all proceeds go to the Del Oro football program. So you're doing good while you're eating lunch.
This is your home for Friday Night Football in the Foothills, 104.5 FM and AM 950 KAHI.
A big play here for the Hillmen. Miller, back to pass, has time, scrambles, slips, gets up, still going, and Miller still going. He's out across the 15 as Ryan Miller, you want to talk about playing a risky game. He slipped in the backfield as he dropped back to pass. He got up, he took one shot, and then he kept going. And the ball officially at the 15, all of that for a gain of 2. The Hillmen now switching out personnel, and now it's another 4th down facing the Hillmen. They've got to get to at least the Golden Eagle 11, but they're not going to go for it this time as they'll send out Andrew Marcus, number 18, who has had some problems kicking the ball early on this season. Marcus looking to bang this one through and cut the deficit to 4. Snap good, hold good, kick is up. It is good for Andrew Marcus, and the Hillmen are on the board. Andrew Marcus, nothing but bullseyes as he shot that arrow out of the bow, and the Hillmen have cut the lead to 4 for Del Oro. So the Hillmen are finally on the board with 11-11, Make-A-Wish in the first half.
Marcel Urquhart and Brock Sherman back to receive for the Eagles. Marcus with the kick. A little bit short, bounces. It is picked up by a number of an Eagle. Number 32.
11:09 as Clark picked up the ball at around the 32. So great field position for Del Oro here to start this drive, their first one of the second quarter. And Del Oro so far has handled the Hillmen on offense with a great running attack and some good passing. It'll be interesting to see how they dial it up here as they start out in the shotgun. And now Save goes under center. 3-step drop. Save hands it off. Urquhart's got it. He stiff arms one man across the 40 for Del Oro, and he's knocked out of bounds near side at the 43. And it looks like that's going to move the sticks. It could be a first down. If it's not, it's 2nd and inches. Nope, it's a first down. 43-yard line is where they're going to knock out Urquhart as Urquhart gets it for a gain of 11 on the swing route. Save taking his time so far. He has made great decisions with the football. He has not allowed this lights-out secondary for Placer to get any chances at an interception. And now the clock continues to run here with 11:02 to play as the Hillmen are down 4 in the second quarter. Save in the shotgun, one running back to his right. He's going to hand it off. It's Sherman looking for a hole. He is not met with a hole, and instead he is laid out near side. A great open field tackle for your Hillmen. It was number 22, Daniel Maldonado, and 2nd down coming up as Sherman was only able to get back to the line of scrimmage. It was a big tackle there for Maldonado. So far, the Hillman defense has been pushed around. Sherman has put the emphasis and set the tone for the running game. Right there, Maldonado says the buck stops here. 2nd down coming up, 10:35 to play. Save controlling the offense here from the shotgun. Sherman to his right in the backfield. 3-step drop. Save looks over the middle. Sherman gets it at the 45, makes one man miss, and then he is tackled down near the what looks to be the 44. Placer with a great open field tackle. So far, Luke Placer has been one of the best defensive backs all year for Placer. He has an interception to his name in the Casa Roble game, and he comes up with a big shoestring tackle. You have to think Sherman had about 5 yards of running room there. If Placer doesn't get him, he's out across the 50 most likely. So now it's going to be 3rd and 9 coming up for Del Oro. They've got to get it to at least the 47 of Placer to move the sticks. Save in the gun. 2 wideouts on both the left and the right side. Drops back to pass. Pressure coming. Throws downfield, and it is incomplete as the Hillmen get the pass broken up. It was intended for number 21. Ruvula did not get it, and so the Hillmen force another 3 and out for Del Oro. And it was actually Gaylor, number 81, who had the pass was intended for. 9:42 to play here in the second quarter, as once again on another drive, Del Oro will be 3 and out. Kiefer Abbs back to return this punt here at the Del Oro 22. It is a big-time punt. That ball is knocked at around the 25. Abbs takes it, breaks 1 tackle, and then he is finally wrestled down near the Placer 20. Kiefer Abbs was smothered in the backfield right there. And so now the Hillmen have about 80 yards to go to take the lead here. And Ryan Miller so far, no mistakes. Placer in back-to-back drives has been able to get the Hillmen in scoring position. So the Hillmen are trying this time to punch it in. The first drive, they had the turnover on downs when they couldn't accomplish getting the 4th down to be moving to the sticks. The second time around, they settled for a field goal, and now they look to finally punch it in for 7 on this drive. Ryan Miller in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Kelly. Kelly breaks 1 tackle, as Kelly will get about 1 yard there. The 21 he goes. Second down coming up now. Second and long coming up now for the Hillmen. We are officially under 10 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Kelly will get officially 2 yards on the first down carry. 2nd and 8 coming up with 9:14 to play here in the second quarter. The Hillmen taking their time. They're going to substitute a couple of players in for a certain personnel package. We are under 9 minutes now to play in the second. Wing T, Miller, back to pass, has time, throws it up the middle, pass is caught at the 30-yard line, as catching that one is Baylor Kelly. Hughes makes the tackle, but Baylor Kelly gets the catch on 2nd and long, and it's going to be a first down as Kelly catches it at the Placer 30-yard line. A new set of downs for Placer. They're at their own 30 now, and slowly but steadily the Hillmen are moving the chains. Miller, back to pass, has time, gonna air it out long. Kelly's downfield, it's caught at 35-30, 25-20. There goes Baylor Kelly, nothing but room. Touchdown, Placer Hillmen, and Baylor Kelly strikes gold in a sea of black and gold at Del Oro, and the Hillmen have the lead for the first time tonight. They drop the bomb on them, and Ryan Miller and Kelly hook up again. And for a brief moment, the crowd is silent. Baylor Kelly, you just knew it was a matter of time until he struck for your Hillmen. Ryan Miller hit pay dirt on play action, and with 8:23 to go pending the PAT, the Hillmen lead it 9-7. Holy guacamole. Marcus back to kick the PAT. Snap is good. It is right down Broadway. And the Hillmen, it takes them less than 10 plays this time to hit pay dirt. They strike gold on a 70-yard bomb from Ryan Miller to Baylor Kelly. And the Hillmen have taken a 10-7 lead here early on in the second. This kickoff is brought to you by Auburn Trophies. Auburn Trophies. Listen, fantasy football time is here. And if you're going to win your fantasy football league, gloat to all your friends at the office. Gloat to all your friends that work around the water cooler. Get a nice trophy. Get a nice plaque that says, I'm number one and you're not. The Auburn Trophies. Auburn Trophies for all your trophy needs. 10-7 Hillmen. They take their first lead of the contest here at Del Oro after Baylor Kelly breaks free up the middle, catches the pass from Ryan Miller, and did not look back. The Hillmen with a slim 3-point lead, and now they will rely upon their defense, who has forced a couple of 3-and-outs for Del Oro to carry them here in midway of the second quarter nearly. This kickoff is a little better Ball bounces it around the 33 and then will roll out of bounds near the 30. Going to get a flag on the plays. It looks like that ball did not, by the looks of it. We're going to see if they pick it up or not. So the Hillmen got off to the slowest start of the game so far. And after that kickoff, they're going to move this ball up. And the drive for Del Oro will start at their own 39 after the penalty on the kickoff. So the Hillmen now, the defense has been impressive so far, and they're going to try to keep that going. Shotgun on 1st and 10 from Del Oro. They're going to hand it off to Sherman. Sherman breaks a tackle, and he's finally wrestled down at around the 42-yard line. On that play, it looked like Merrick Azzarello, number 4, and Maldonado with the tackle. 8:07 to play here in this second quarter, excuse me. It's going to be a 2nd and 7 coming up now. They're going to officially give Sherman a gain of 3 on the 1st and 10 carry. Save in the gun, Sherman behind him at around the Del Oro 35. And now we're going to get a whistle before the 2nd and 7 play can continue. It's going to be a false start on Del Oro, and that'll make it 2nd and 12 coming up. So Placer catches a break there on the false start penalty for Del Oro. It'll be the 3rd false start penalty so far for Del Oro here in the first half, with 7:40 to go in the first half remaining. Play action. They're going to give it off to Sherman. Sherman breaking a tackle. And Sherman looks like to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And it looks like it'll be 3rd and 10 coming up now after Sherman picks up a couple. And it will be 3rd and 10 as Sherman picks up about what looks to be 2. So now Del Oro going to have to throw the football here. Unfried is the quarterback right now for Del Oro here on 3rd and 10. 6:56 to play here in the first half. Del Oro in the gun, looking to move the sticks. They've got to get it to at least their own 49. Unfried throws it to the flat, pass is caught, and a great open field tackle by number 3 Luke Placer will make it 4th down again. A gain of a couple on the out route to the far side for Del Oro, but Luke Placer is right there to make that tackle. And so the Hillmen now have forced 4th and 7 for Del Oro. And it'll be another punt for the Golden Eagles, the 3rd consecutive drive that ends in a punt for Del Oro. The Hillmen back to return this at their own 25 with 6:06 to play in the second quarter. It's a boomer of a punt. Abbs catches it at the own 30 for the Hillmen. He breaks one tackle, makes one man miss, and it's going to be a fumble. And Del Oro has picked up the fumble at the Hillmen 40-yard line. Oh no, Kiefer Abbs fumbling the football as he was wrestled down. And the Hillmen have had trouble all night so far in the special teams, and they finally get burned as that one is a fumble. And it's recovered this time by Del Oro. They've been flirting with fumbles all night, and finally Del Oro picks up the ball, and now they start this drive at the Hillmen 39 with under 6 minutes to go in the first half. Shotgun formation. Save back in the game, steps to the pocket. Now he's going to run across the 35, stiff arm. Save will dart out of bounds on the far side near the Hillmen 29. It looks like Save has moved the sticks for Del Oro. And on second thought, it looks like he's just out of bounds. So a gain of officially 8 there. The ball is placed at the Hillmen 32. 5:44 to play in the first half. The Hillmen clinging to a 3-point 10-7 lead but Del Oro is driving after the fumble recovery on the punt return. Savay in the gun, 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 running back in the backfield to his right. Back to pass, Savay has time. Pressure coming, he throws it, pass is caught. It looks like with forward progress they have the first down, and they do, as the refs mark the player down at the 29. Sherman with the catch. Santa Maria with the tackle for Del Oro. And they're going to bring it back, actually, so it'll be 3rd and inches. It looked like from our vantage point that they had the first down. 3rd and inches coming up now as the Hillmen facing a very big play. Del Oro looking to move the sticks here. We're going to be under 5 minutes with 5:05 officially to play in the first half. Can Del Oro move the sticks on 3rd and inches? It's a big play. Savay lines up under center. 1 wide out to the near side, 1 to the right. They send a man in motion. And now we're going to get a whistle, and Del Oro takes a timeout. They did not like what they saw on that play. Del Oro will have 2 timeouts remaining. Placer 2 timeouts remaining as well. And with 4:50 to play here in the first half, Del Oro is going to try to see what they can do here. Del Oro is going to have to move it a couple of inches here on 3rd and inches. The ball at the Placer 29. Savay's going to sneak it, and he gets the first down and more, as Savay is knocked down at the 20. They're going to give him 1 more yard there. So now Savay is officially marked down at the 28. So a gain of 2 with under 5 minutes to play here in the first half, and the Hillmen clinging to that 3-point lead. Del Oro right now looking to take back the lead by punching it in for 6. Del Oro playing the safe route there by just quarterback sneaking it up the middle. It's going to be shotgun for Survey and company. 2 running backs in the backfield on 1st and 10. They send a man in motion to the near side. Survey back to pass. Pressure coming. Spins out of it. He is sacked in the backfield at the 35. It is big bad Ivan De Silva who got him and gobbled him up. Survey was able to evade pressure on 1 guy. He could not escape the jaws and the clutches of Ivan De Silva as he wrapped him up in the backfield for a loss of a couple. And the ball officially placed at the 35 of Placer's territory. And Ivan De Silva, who's been quiet all night, he finally got through. He broke free and took down Survey with a force unbeknownst to mankind. 3:39 to play. It'll be 2nd and long coming up now for Del Oro. Survey in the gun. Drops back on the 3-step. Throws to the left. Intercepted! No, it is broken up. It looked like for a minute that number 4, Merrick Azarello, had a beat on the ball. It looked like they were going for that slant route. It was the same slant route that Marlboro hit earlier in the game that got them down to the Placer 20-yard line. This time Azarello had a beat on it. He almost came up with the interception. But nonetheless, a big play there for Placer as it now forces a 3rd and long for Del Oro from the Hillmen's 35. They've got to get this to at least the Hillmen 18. 3rd and 17 if you want to get specific. Shotgun for Del Oro. Survey in the gun. Pressure coming. Steps up. Gets out of the pocket. Throws downfield. It is caught. And it is a first down. And a big first down at the 9-yard line. Pass is caught by Urahart. A gain of 26 on that play with 3:17 to go. It's going to be 1st and goal for Del Oro. It looked like Survey was dead to rights. He darted out of the pocket to the far side. He bootlegged it. He threw it downfield. Baylor Kelly tried to cut off the pass. Urahart with a great catch reception there. 1st and goal from the Placer 9. So Placer looked to be all systems going good, and now Del Oro 9 yards away from retaking the lead. Shotgun on 1st and goal. Sherman has it. Tries to bounce it out. He is going to be tackled finally at the 15. Still going is Sherman as he broke off a couple of tackles there in the open field. It looked like for a minute that Maldonado and Sanchez Harlow were going to have him near the 15, but he busted it open. He tried to go upfield, but he was met by a slew of white jerseys. So nonetheless, it looks to be a loss of more than a couple. A loss of 5 on first and goal. Second and goal coming up now from the the Placer 14. 2:12 remaining in the first half. Del Oro with 2 timeouts remaining. Placer 2 timeouts as well. Surveying the gun. Drops back. Pressure coming. Steps up in the pocket. And he is sacked in the backfield. And another big sack for Placer. Connor Atkinson showing you the definition of the Atkinson diet. A full-fledged sack there. Third and goal coming up. 1:45 to go. Del Oro refusing to use a timeout. They've got 2 at their disposal. Ball is at the 12-yard line as Survey actually got a gain of a couple on that sack, but still third and goal coming up here. Del Oro's going to have to get it in the end zone, or it's going to be fourth and goal coming up. This ball has to go in the black end zone with the Del Oro yellow painting. Scripture. Surveying the gun, and that play is going to be whistled dead before it begins. Another false start for Del Oro. That's going to knock them back 5 yards now. So now instead of it being third and goal from the 14 of Placer, it's going to be third and goal from the 19 of Placer. So the Hillmen face another, you could technically call it third and long, but it's third and goal. Another third and long. The last time Del Oro had a third and long, Survey with some magicianry got out of the pocket and hit Earhart to get them to the 9. Ever since then, they've gone back 10 yards. 1:08 to play. Sherman lines up to the right side of Survey in the backfield in the shotgun. 2 wide outs to the right side. High snap, bootleg. Survey throws it. Intercepted on the far side. Placer's going 45-50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. Is he going to make it? Yes, he will! Touchdown, Placer Hillmen! The Hillmen say they had the touchdown. It's an interception of 80 yards and more. There's going to be a tackle near the 5. We're still trying to get a reading on where the ball is. With 47 seconds left, the Hillmen have intercepted the pass. A big interception. We're waiting to see who got it. It could be Azzarello. We don't know for sure. But nonetheless, the Hillmen have gone from third and goal on defense to first and goal on offense with 47 seconds remaining, and they've got 2 timeouts. And what will Joey Montoya call here as he looks to get a double-digit lead heading into halftime? 47 seconds remaining. The ball is at the 1-yard line. They send a man in motion. Miller gives the carry. It is going to be a touchdown, Placer Hillmen. And the Hillmen, just like that, are up 9 points with 47 seconds remaining in the first half. Oh, baby. The Hillmen have flipped the field position and the momentum just like that. And pending this PAT, if it's good for Marcus, the Hillmen go up 10. The Hillmen up 9 after an interception, and then the first play on first and goal with 47 seconds remaining. They get it. That ball, that PAT is good, and the Hillmen off the PAT by Marcus lead it by 10. 17-7 Hillmen. The interception on third and goal leads to the return to the 1-yard line. It was officially a 80-yard return, 80-yard interception return, which led it to the 1-yard line. 47 seconds remaining. The Hillmen up 10. This kickoff brought to you by Auburn Trophies. And what a kickoff and a sight to behold as Joey Montoya and the Hillmen are up 10 points after the interception return to the 1-yard line. The run up the gut for 1 yard on first and goal, and the Hillmen are up 10. And the first half of play, which got off to a rocky start for the Hillmen, has ended on a high note seemingly. You still have 47 seconds remaining, so A lot of game left to be played for the Hillmen and the Del Oro Golden Eagles, but the Hillmen lead it by 10 with under a minute remaining in the first half. A high lofting kick near the 20-yard line. It bounces at the 20, taken at the 20. Here comes Sherman, bounces off one, spins to the near side. He's wrestled down at around the 25 after forward progress. So Del Oro will have 45 seconds to move the ball, what looks to be about 75 yards. They have 2 timeouts at their disposal. The Hillmen have 1 remaining. So a lot of variables that could potentially happen here that could still change the game. They're going to officially mark Sherman down on the kickoff return at the 27-yard line. Shotgun formation for Savay and company. Savay back to pass. Quick drop. He fires it to the far side. Pass is caught inbounds. Urquhart gets it. It looks like Urquhart might have got 1 or 2, and then he's pushed back to the line of scrimmage. 31 seconds remaining. Del Oro taking their time here. They're going to remain in shotgun. They've got an empty backfield. And now they've got a man in the backfield with 16 seconds remaining. Del Oro will see if they get one more pass off. They will. Savay throws it, and dropping that pass at the 35 is going to be number 8. It was Marlboro who had the big play in the first quarter that got Del Oro inside the Hillman 20, and with 6 seconds remaining, you'd have to think this play is going to be a running play or a knee just to go into halftime. The Hillmen are in prevent defense. Everyone backed up to at least the 50-yard line. 6 seconds remaining. The Hillmen so far with a couple of turnovers that have flipped the field position and the scoreboard. Savay in the gun. Third down, Savay dumps it off to Sherman. Sherman across the 30, 35. And that will do it for the first half. So your Hillmen started out slow. They trailed 7-0 in the first quarter. They have racked off 17 consecutive points. They take a 10-point lead, 17-7 into half. We will be back at halftime. Your Hillmen in comfort as they lead the Golden Eagles at Del Oro, 17-7 here on KAHI Radio, 950 AM, 104.5 FM. Hands in the air. Del Oro kicks it off. The second half has begun as Kiefer Abbs will take this one back at the Hillman 5, up the middle of the field. And it looks like Abbs has broken free. Out across the 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. Abbs is finally knocked out of bounds in Del Oro territory. Kelly with the tackle as Abbs is out across into Del Oro territory on the opening kickoff. They will officially knock Kiefer Abbs out of bounds at the, what looks to be, Del Oro 44. So the Hillmen with a great kickoff to start the second half here. Miller under center. He's going to hand it off the middle to Sean Jones. Sean Jones breaks free, and he is tackled at around the 35. Gain of about 9 there. It's going to be second and short. So Suarez will make that tackle for Del Oro. 2nd and 1 coming up with 11:35 to go. Miller up the middle. Sanchez Harlow has the first down, breaking a tackle, and the ball is knocked down at the 30. Sanchez Harlow moves the sticks, gain of about 5 there to move the sticks, and the Hillmen have a first down. So now the Hillmen with the 10-point lead. This is what they like to do here. They like to melt the clock. They like to create the tempo of the football game. Ball is at the 30-yard line of the Del Oro Golden Eagles. Del Oro knows it could be disaster if they are to give up 7 points here. 3 would not be the end of the world, but the 7 would definitely be something that they could potentially not come back from. Montoya is on the sidelines, and he did not like what he saw. He'll burn his first time out. So the Hillmen, less than 2 minutes into the second half, are going to take their first time out. That is their first time out of the second half. They've got 2 remaining. First and 10 coming up now for Placer at the Del Oro 30-yard line. Miller under center in the wing T. They're going to go up the middle, and it's a gain of a couple as they give it upfield to Sean Jones, number 5. Gain of a couple there for Placer. So second down coming up for the Hillmen. Ball is at what looks to be the Del Oro 27 here on 2nd and 7. 10:07 to play in the third quarter. The Hillmen under the wing T again. They're going to go up the middle. It'll be Jones. So Jones gets it to around the 25-yard line. So now a key pivotal third down coming up now for Placer. This ball is at the Hillmen 26. So in order to move the ball, the Hillmen have got to get it to the Del Oro 20-yard line. Under the wing T, third down. Miller back to pass. Has time, throws it far side, passes in the air. It is incomplete. And it's an interception actually for Del Oro. Del Oro has intercepted the football in the end zone. Oh, a killer for Placer. Del Oro with the much-needed turnover on the play. So the ball will be placed at the 20-yard line after the interception in the end zone for Del Oro. A key interception for the Eagles. So Placer, after that great kickoff return by Abs, not able to, I guess you could say, not able to cash that in. With 9:19 to play, Del Oro now has a chance to go down the length of the field and make this a one-possession game. Ryan Miller with his second interception of the year. And there is confirmation. Interception. Del Oro will have the ball. They'll start their first drive of the second half from their own 20-yard line with 9:19 to play in the third quarter. 9:19 to play. Under center is Save. Going to give it up the middle as Sherman is tackled at the line of scrimmage. So Placer, first play after that interception, is able to kind of get back on track. Interceptions have been something that Placer has not done so far early in this season. They're actually going to give what looks to be a gain of 1, so 2nd and 9 coming up with 8:52 to play in the third quarter. The Eagles driving down the field. 2nd and 9 coming up now. Save under center. Play action. Bootleg. De Silva coming. He gets by De Silva on the bootleg. Save throws it. It is caught near the 35. And the catch is caught by Marlborough. And so they're going to rule it a catch. But they're going to bring it back on a penalty.
And it looks like there was a call on the play. They brought it back. Now replay the down.
So the pass caught by Marlborough. So the play is brought back. It'll be third down now. 8:29 to play. Be third down from the Golden Eagle 20 where the drive started. Savay back to pass in the gun. Pressure coming. Pass is caught at the 25. Great open field tackle near the 26 by number 3, Luke Placer. And it'll be 4th down. 4th and 3. Pass was caught around the 27-yard line, was where the tackle was made by Luke Placer. 8:05 to play, 4th and 3 coming up. Ball is at the Golden Eagle 27. They're actually going to place this at the 28, so 4th and short. The Golden Eagles taking a golden risk here, going for it. They've got to get across the 30. 7:45 to play. Shotgun for Del Oro on 4th and short. Savay, quick step, pressure coming. Got to give it out. Savay is sacked in the backfield. Ball is at the 20-yard line, and the Hillmen are going to get the turnover on downs deep in Del Oro territory. A big sack on 4th down for Placer, and they're right back where they started nearly on that interception on the last drive.
Turnover on downs, and Placer will take over on the Eagle 23, the Eagle 18.
So at the 18 is where Placer will start their second drive of the second half. Wing T, Miller, up the middle to Sean Jones. Sean Jones, 10, he's there. He's tackled down near the 10. About 8 yards there for Sean Jones. 7:28 to play here in the third as the Hillmen now with an opportunity to make this a 17-point game. Second and short coming up now for the Hillmen. They're back in the wing T under center. Miller sends Kelly in motion into the backfield. They go back to Sean Jones. Jones is met at the line of scrimmage, and he is pushed back. So Hillman makes the tackle. It'll be 3rd and short. 6:54 to play, and there's a injured player down on the field. We'll wait to see who it is. And while we wait to get that number with 6:43 to go.
And it looks like we have a Hillman with a crouch on the ground.
So the Hillmen now with a very key play here on 3rd and short. The ball is officially marked at the Del Oro 10. They give it up the middle. They've got the first down. It'll be 1st and goal coming up as the Hillmen get the 2 yards they need on 3rd and short. It looks like they're going to measure this. No, they're going to give the first down now. So 1st and goal coming up as the Hillmen get the first down they needed on 3rd and short. The ball is officially marked at the 8-yard line. So 8 yards is what separates the Hillmen from making this a 3-possession game. Wing T again. Miller under center. Hands it up the middle. Breaking one tackle and into the across the 5. It'll be the 3-yard lines where that football will go. Suarez with the tackle. Jones gets the carry for the Hillmen. It's a gain of 5. 2nd and goal coming up now as the Hillmen are just chewing clock, continuing to chew the clock. We're going to be under 5 minutes soon here in the 3rd quarter. .5:37 to play. The Hillmen up 10 and chewing the clock at will, controlling and dictating the tempo and pace of the game. Shotgun for Placer. Miller hands it off to Jones again. Jones will walk in. Touchdown, Placer Hillmen. And Sean Jones makes it a 16-point game pending the extra PAT. And the Hillmen have busted this wide open. And the running game has finally succumbed to the blocking up front. The Hillmen, led by Sean Jones in the trenches, continuing to bang the drum. Marcus lines up for the PAT. And that one is good. So the Hillmen are able to make Del Oro pay for going for it on fourth down. They get the turnover on downs. Less than 7 plays later, they punch it in from Big Bad Sean Jones. Welcome to Mr. Jones's neighborhood. The Hillmen lead it by 17 with 5:22 to play in the third. This kickoff is brought to you by Auburn Trophies. Auburn Trophies, when you think about all the great trophies and the accomplishments in your life, you want to make it with something special, something rare, a rare commodity. Go to Auburn Trophies and by the Mel's Diner. Who doesn't like the appetizer sampler? It speaks for itself. The Mel's Diner. 17-point lead for your Hillmen here on KAHI Radio, 950 AM, 104.5 FM. Keith Jouganatos with you here. The Hillmen on their second drive to start the second half, punching in with Sean Jones. They lead by 17 with 5:22. Marcus set to kick this one back to Del Oro. It's a high kick. It doesn't go very far. It's taken at the Del Oro 35, but a great open field shoestring tackle by the Hillmen.
And Del Oro will start their drive on their own 35. Caden Clark.
Ball is at the 5:18 is where this, or at 5:18 on the scoreboard in the third quarter. And the ball will start at the 35 on the second drive for Del Oro here in the second half. And the Golden Eagles, they need points, and they need points in a hurry. Ball is marked at the Golden Eagle 35. Save in the gun on 1st and 10. Drops back to pass. Has time in the pocket, zips it over the middle. That pass is incomplete.
And unfreed pass intended.
And actually it was Unfreed who threw that ball. They swapped out Save. Incomplete on 1st and 10. 2nd and 10 coming up with 5:14 to go. Unfreed back in the game. Del Oro trying to mix it up here at the quarterback position, trying to get some big plays downfield. 5:14 to play. 17-point lead. They're at their own 35, and they got to make some moves. One tailback in the backfield, 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far. They send a man in motion. Halfback pitch to Sherman. Pressure coming. Stiff arms one man across the 35-40. Sherman still going. Stiff arm 45-50. 45, and Sherman is going to take it in the end zone. And he's tackled by Kelly at the 1-yard line. Holy mackerel. It looked like Sherman was going to walk in for the touchdown. And Baylor Kelly with a shoestring tackle saving the touchdown. And the ball is marked down at what looks to be the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Del Oro. It couldn't have come at a better time as Sherman busted free on the halfback toss to the near sideline. And so now Del Oro looks to make this potentially a 10-point game with 4:58. And they needed that play. They needed the quick strike either by air or by throwing it. By air or by land. And they got it right there on the running game. I-back formation. Fullback, Sherman will punch it in. They're not going to say he got in. Sherman just short at the 1-yard line again. And there's some extracurriculars going on post the play. And it looks like Cole Kime, the linebacker, got up as him and Sherman were wrestling down there at the bottom of the pile. He did not like what was going on. Nonetheless, it is 2nd and goal coming up. Sherman has dashed the Placer defense at will at times, and he has given them fits. The ball is literally on the goal line, the white goal line at the front. 2nd and goal, 4:20 to play. Sherman in the backfield. Fullback in the backfield as well. I formation. They're going to go up the middle of the fullback, and it's in for the touchdown. Taylor with the touchdown. And that'll make it an 11-point game for Placer with the lead pending the extra PAT with 4:07 to play as Taylor brings it in. It is an 11-point game after Sherman busted up the field to the 1-yard line. Baylor Kelly stopped the potential touchdown that eventually was punched in. 4:07 to play, and the Golden Eagles can cut this to a 10-point lead. The extra PAT is good. So Placer gets the touchdown. It couldn't have come at a better time because the Del Oro Golden Eagles responded right back with 4:07 to go. And I guess the message has been sent. Get ready, folks. We've got a great final act here between Del Oro and Placer. Your Hillmen lead it by 10 here with 4:07 to play in the third quarter. Keith Jouganatos with you on the call. This kickoff brought to you by Auburn Trophies. Auburn Trophies. If you need a trophy, go to Auburn Trophies. Couldn't make it more simpler than that. So the Hillmen get the penalty. It looks like the Del Oro Golden Eagles player said something to the officials. So they're flagged for that. Ball's at the 25. And a great kick. This one is going to land back at the 15. It's taken by the Hillmen, 25, 30, 35, and to the 40 is where it'll go. This kickoff is stopped at around the 39-40. And it's going to be really interesting to see what Joey tells the players. There's a lot of game left to play, and it just seems like the refs got to get this under control from our vantage point. There's a lot of talk, a lot of trash talk going on. People saying stuff left and right, and hopefully the referees can get this under control. The Hillmen will start their third drive of the second half from the 39. So the Hillmen now with 4:03 to play in the third, up 10, a long way to go. Wing T on 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Reverse. Sanchez Harlow has it, breaks one tackle across the 40, and Sanchez Harlow is wrestled out around the 45. Kelly went in motion to the near side. He gave it back to Harlow, who was reversing the field to the far side. Gain of about what looks to be, as we look at the marker, it looks like a gain of 4. So, 2nd and 6 coming up now from the Placer 43. The Hillmen now are reversing course. They get back in the huddle to get the call. 3:55 to play. Sanchez Harlow knocked out of bounds. The clock stopped. They send another man in motion. They go up the middle. The Hillmen have the first down and more, as out across the 50 is going to be Baylor Kelly. And now a flag. And now we got a flag late. Del Oro is clapping as to signify that the Hillmen have the flag on the field. It's a first down for the time being on the run by Baylor Kelly out across the 50. It's a personal foul on the Hillmen. It could be an unnecessary roughness call. And instead of a first down, it's going to push Placer back. The ball is going to be spotted at around the 35 of Placer now. So instead of a first down and a new fresh set of downs for the Hillmen, it's going to be 1st and long. So the Hillmen, to move the sticks, they're going to adjust the chains now. They're going to have to get to their own 45. 3:43, the clock continues to run here in the third quarter. Hillmen wing T again under center. Little confusion. They finally hand it off as breaking a couple of tackles out across the 40 is going to be Sanchez Harlow. So Danny Sanchez Harlow gets 5 yards. 3:26 to play. Ball is at the Hillmen 40. They've got to get about 5 yards and some change potentially to move the sticks. If they get past their own 45, it'll be a fresh new set of downs. 2nd and 5 coming up now for the Hillmen as they continue to run that clock and run that clock. We are going to be under 3 minutes after this second down play. They go up the middle. Sean Jones, he's dancing, and he is stuffed for a gain of about 2. It'll be 3rd and 4 coming up now for Sean Jones. Suarez got the tackle. 2:40 to play here in the third quarter. Joey Montoya having no trouble chewing as much clock as possible. About 14 minutes left in regulated time here in the second half. The Hillmen clinging to a 10-point lead. They've already used one of their timeouts. They've only got 2 remaining the rest of the way. A big third down. Up the middle. They've got it with Sean Jones, who was tackled at around the 49. And man, has Sean Jones been a life-saving jacket a lifesaver, a life vest for the Hillmen as Sean Jones, Del Oro seemingly has no answer for him up in the trenches. They move the chains again. 1st and 10 from the Hillmen 49. 2:05 to play here in the third quarter. We're officially under 2 minutes in the third. 1st down. They're going to go to Sanchez Harlow. Actually, it's going to be Jones again, who's out across the 40, tackled at the 35. Sean Jones, 1st down. He is knocked down at the Del Oro 34. So now all that separates Placer from making this once again a 3-score lead is 34 yards. And Joey Montoya and company could very well melt the clock all the way down to the end of the third on these next couple of plays. Ryan Miller has done an impressive job orchestrating this drive and making sure they chew as much clock as possible. Up 10. They go up the middle to Jones again. Jones is stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
And once again, Jones.
2nd down coming up now as Sean Jones is stopped.
Number 72. And
So now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 11, borderline 2nd and 10. They are going to say that Jones lost a yard, so 2nd and 11 coming up now from the Del Oro. It's still placed at the 35, in between the middle of the 35 and the 36. Under a minute to play in the third. We got some crucial plays coming up here for the Hillmen, as Del Oro has found their footing on offense. 2nd and 11. Miller. Pump fake. Has a man downfield. It's going to be caught at the 10. 5. Touchdown. Placer Hillmen. Kiefer Abs in the end zone. And the lead to 16 once again as Ryan Miller flings the bow and arrow, shoots it to perfection. 39 seconds remaining in the third, and it's nothing but golden silence at Del Oro for the Eagles as the lead is to 16 pending the PAT. Marcus awaits the extra PAT. The kick is up, and it is good. The lead is to 17. This kickoff brought to you by Auburn Trophies. Auburn Trophies, if you need a trophy, go to Auburn Trophies. So Ryan Miller throws another touchdown pass, his 2nd on the day, as the Hillmen on the play action catch the Eagles lurking. They catch him with their hand in the cookie jar, and we're going to go into the fourth likely with the Hillmen up 17. 39 seconds remaining here in the third. And right now Joey Montoya is telling his kickoff unit we cannot afford any big plays on special teams. This is where the game is won and lost. The ball is at the 40-yard line for the Hillmen. So the Hillmen will kick this off at their own 40. Marcus boots it way back there at the 10-yard line. It is taken by Sherman. Out across the 25. Sherman reverses course. He's out across the 30, 35, 40. As Sherman has got a great kickoff return for Del Oro. And the ball is around the 40. Is where Del Oro will start this drive. And it looks like the drive is going to start at the 39-yard line.
30 seconds left in the third.
So this is where the drive will start at the Del Oro 39 with about 30 seconds remaining in the third. Del Oro once again trails by 17. Play action for Save. Pressure coming. Gets by one. He's finally taken down in the backfield. Big sack on that play. for Placer, it is going to be number 84, Jeremiah Ruthel, the defensive end. And we got an injured player down on the field.
And it looks like we have a Hillman down. Hopefully it's just cramping.
And it looks like it's a cramp right there as De Silva. Ivan De Silva is down on the field. He's cramping. He's going to get his legs stretched out. Another Hillman who we can't identify as getting stretched out right there. With 12 seconds remaining, it'll be second and long for Del Oro coming up as the Hillmen are starting to get home on these sacks. Placer with a comfortable 17-point lead. It'll be second and what looks to be 12 coming up from the Del Oro 38. Del Oro under center. They go up the middle to Sherman. Sherman trying to fight, and Sherman is to the right, and he's wrapped up at the goal line, or the line of scrimmage, and that will do it for the third quarter. The Hillmen have pitched a perfect second half so far, minus the touchdown. They lead it by 17. We got 12 minutes to go. Your Hillmen looking at 3-0 after 12 minutes of play. They lead Del Oro 17 by 17 points here on KAHI Radio, 950 AM, 104.5 FM.
You're listening to Friday Night Football in the Foothills on 104.5 FM and AM 950 KAHI.
All right, so now a huge third down coming up for Del Oro with 12 minutes to play here in the fourth. Keith Jouganatos here, 950 AM, 104.5 FM KAHI Radio. Shotgun for Save. He sends a man in motion. It's going to be an end around. It could be a flea flicker. They're looking for somebody downfield. Placer had one guy, and then it's going to be a gain of a couple to the 45. It could be about 5 yards on the misdirection. They were looking for a flea flicker. They couldn't get it, and so now with fourth down coming up, it's a big play for Del Oro to keep their hopes alive of winning this game. Fourth and 4 coming up. As Perry got the football and got it to at least the Del Oro 45. They've got to get to their own 49 to move the sticks. Shotgun formation. Save, back to pass. Plenty of time. He's going to scramble, and he is going to be stopped short at about 1 yard. And the Hillmen will take over on downs. And with 11:52 to play, that might just do it. The Hillmen get the sack. Technically not a sack, it's a gain of about a couple, 2 or 3. But nonetheless, they stop Save short on fourth down. And with 11:52 to play, the Hillmen are in control. And now Joey Montoya and company can just melt this clock. 11:52 to play. Sanchez Harlow checks out of the game. Miller sends a man in motion. They're going to give it up the middle, and taking that one is going to be Erickson. As Erickson gets it to around the 40-yard line. So Jaden Erickson, who was used a good portion in the Rio Linda beatdown, takes it to around the 39-yard line. So second and inches coming up here, second and short per se. Ball is at the Golden Eagles 39 as Placer taking their time. 11:23 and counting, the clock continuing to run. Placer a couple of inches away from moving the sticks. Swing tee, they're going to go up the middle. It's going to be on the handoff, Sean Jones, and Jones darts out of bounds on the near side, near the 25.
And he'll pick up the first down and more, forced out of bounds by Jackson Marlborough. And the Hillmen will continue their drive.
Ball is at the 25, 11:02 to play. Placer with a comfortable 17-point lead. They punch it in for 6 here. The game is over at that point. And so now they will try to bleed this clock even more. Get this hopefully under 10 minutes. First down. They send a man in motion. They're going to go up the middle to Baylor Kelly, who bounces it out to the outside. Kelly 20, 15, breaks another tackle, and he's knocked down to the 15. And Baylor Kelly will move the sticks. So when Placer needs it the most, they go to Baylor Kelly for a gain of 10 yards, and the ball is officially at the Del Oro 14-yard line. And so it'll be a gain of 11 in all technicality. The clock continuing to run here with 10:44 to play in regulation, and Placer in the driver's seat. Placer has done a marvelous job running the football in the second half, and now they look to land the knockout punch. They go up the middle again, and taking that one to around the 10-yard line is Sean Jones. Gain of about 3, and Sean Jones is coming up hobbling as he can't put any weight on that right foot, but he's going to stay in. What guts by Sean Jones. He's clearly in pain. And now they're going to check Jones out. You hope that he is okay. He is a big focal point of the Placer offense as Sean Jones limps off the field. Erickson and Sean Jones just fell to the turf. That is not good. That is not good at all. Sean Jones is trying like crazy to get up. He's got a little bit of a cramp. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Placer back on the field. They get another carry. It's Sanchez Harlow who's inside the 5. He has the first down. First and goal coming up.
Enough for a first and goal. Stopped by Landon Perry of the Eagles.
So first and goal now for Placer. They have it at the Del Oro 3-yard line. This is pretty much the football game here. If Del Oro cannot stop Placer from getting 6. .909 to play in regulation. They're going to go up the middle, getting the carry for a gain of a couple. By the looks of it, it's Baylor Kelly. Or actually, it's Erickson who came back in the game. They substituted Erickson out, then brought him back in the last second. Second and goal coming up now. Ball at the 2-yard line. Placer has taken the life out of this crowd as they're knocking on the doorstep at the 2-yard line of Del Oro. 8:33 to play. They need 2 yards to get into the black end zone with the yellow scripture. Wing T up the middle and into the end zone for the touchdown is Erickson. Touchdown, Placer Hillmen. And that makes it a 37-14 ball game. It is dead silent on one side and vibrant like a jazz band on the other. The Hillmen have put this one to bed. 8:17 to go, and your Hillmen, it is a formality, are going to go out of here 3-0. A highly contested rivalry game, and they've answered the bell and then some. Marcus knocks it through for the PAT, and Placer leads by 24.
And that brings the score 38 Hillmen, 14 Eagles.
$8:17 to play as your Hillmen now. This kickoff brought to you by Auburn Trophies. Jaden Erickson with a 2-yard run into the end zone. 8:17 to play. The lead is to 24. With 8:17 in regulation as the Hillmen have quieted the crowd here at Del Oro. Marcus boots this one away. Ball's at the 15. Here come the Golden Eagles.
And Sherman with the catch. Swings
And
outside.
still going is the play, and the Hillmen have finally wrestled him down at the 25.
Call it dead right around the 19.
8:09 to play, and so Del Oro now, desperation time.
Santa Maria in on the stop for the
As
Hillmen.
William Santa Maria made the tackle on the kickoff return. 8:09 to play. 24-point lead. The ball is placed at the Del Oro 29. First and 10 for the Golden Eagles. Unfreed hits a man downfield at the 50, and down to the 45 are the Golden Eagles of the Placer 45. So a big play needed there for Del Oro as they move the sticks with 8:01 to play. The ball officially marked at the Placer 46. Clock runs now, 8 minutes left in the football game. Unfreed in the shotgun, 3 wide outs to the near side, 1 to the far, 1 tailback in the backfield in the gun. Unfreed drops back, throws it, pass is caught. It's at the sticks as Gaylor has it around the Placer 38. So 2 plays into this drive, and Del Oro is moving down the field at will. Ball officially marked at the 39-yard line. The Placer defense just trying to maintain order here and not allow them to deliver the big play to get Del Oro potentially back in this game with 7:12 to go. The clock continues to run and not be a friend of the Golden Eagles. Shotgun on 2nd and short. Unfreed, back to pass. And passes off the hands of Sanchez Harlow at around the Placer 30. Danny had it right in his grasp. It just slipped out. So 3rd and 4 coming up as the clock stops with precisely 7 minutes remaining. Third and 4, 7 minutes left to play exactly. Shotgun for Del Oro, 3 wideouts to the far side. Unfreed. Has time. Now he's going to run for the first down, and he's going to get it. And he's tackled around the 36. So Unfreed scrambling out of the pocket, turning something into nothing. And he has the first down as Maldonado came up to lower the boom. The refs are going to signal move the chains with 6:51 to play in regulation. This ball is officially marked down at the 36-yard line. 6:42 to play. Unfreed doing a great job of moving the field or down the field for Del Oro. They're going to hand it off to Sherman now up the middle. He stiff arms one man across the 35-30. Knocked out of bounds at around the 28 is Sherman. It'll be 2nd and short coming up now. Ball's at the 29-yard line. 2nd and a couple coming up now for Del Oro off the run by Sherman on first down. 6:30 to play. Del Oro in desperate need of not just the touchdown, but getting the 2-point conversion as well to cut it to 16. Unfreed back to pass in the shotgun. That one is too high. Number 3, Luke Platzer, was all over it. And so now 3rd and short coming up. 6:18 to play here in regulation. Third and short coming up now for Del Oro. They're just trying to move the sticks and get the ball in a position to score. Now we're going to get a whistle. I believe the clock was running. The clock was running when it wasn't supposed to be, accidentally. .6:15 to play in the 4th as the Hillmen up 24 and in control. They're going to give it to Sherman, and Sherman is going to be short of the first down. Baylor Kelly up there to make the tackle. 4th and short coming up now for the Hillmen. As the Hillmen have got to stop Del Oro, or 4th and short, I should say, coming up for Del Oro. As the Hillmen have got to stop Del Oro from getting to their own 26-yard line. Ball is placed right now at the Placer 28. 5:43 to play. Clock continues to run. The Hillmen up 24, 38-14. Unfried in the shotgun. Sherman to his left. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Gets it out. Pass is caught at the 20-yard line. And they're actually going to say incomplete. Placer broke it up. And Ferreira was the intended target. And the Hillmen take over with 5:27 remaining. And that will all but do it. .527 to play as the Hillmen have this ball at their own 28-yard line, and now they'll look to just melt the remaining time off the clock. First and 10 from their own 28. They go up the middle, still trugging along for a gain of about 2. Is going to be Sean Jones. And that is a good sign for Placer that Sean Jones is back in the fold. He exited the last drive hobbling on that right ankle. Sean Jones looking good to go. It might have just been cramps, and you say thank the Lord for that, because Sean Jones is such a dominant part of this offense up between the numbers. We are officially under 5 minutes as the Hillmen now just look to burn the remainder of the clock. They go up the middle. It's Jones again. And Jones is tackled down at around the 35. So the Hillmen will go to 3-0 and seemingly have answered the bell at every corner and every test they've been given. Knocked off number 9, Casa Roble. Beat Riolinda in their own backyard, and now going to beat Del Oro in their own backyard. Ball is at the Hillmen 36. They continue to take their time here and chew off as much clock as they can. 3rd and a couple coming up now for the Hillmen. And they're going to go up the middle and not getting it as Jones is in the backfield, tackle for a loss. And tackle looks to be made by number 89, Brandon. So ball is at the 32-yard line. As the Hillmen with 3:27 to play now will punt the ball away to Del Oro. And it makes you thankful that Del Oro was not able to get any points in the last drive, as then they would have a chance to make this a one-point ball game, or a one-possession ball game with a touchdown here. 3:10 to play. The Hillmen up 24, smoothly in the driver's seat. They'll knock the clock down to under 3 minutes remaining in regulation. Snap is high. It's fielded. It is a high kick at around the 35 is where it's taken. Sherman is going to be upended at around the 39. No, Sherman's still going. He's out across the 45-50, 45-40 as Sherman, he looked to be tackled. He got out of there, and he is knocked down at the Placer 35. Ball is at the 36-yard line. So now Del Oro with great field position with 2:48 to play, looking to end this game on a high note. They go up the middle. Ball carrier will be wrestled down around the 35-yard line. Keller had the rush on 1st and 10. Keller made it back to the line of scrimmage as Keim, the linebacker, got involved there and made the tackle. 2:22 to play as Placer just looking to finish out these remaining couple of minutes with no injuries. Shotgun, unfreed, pump fake, has it at the 20, 15, and it looks like Gaylor has the ball at around the 12-yard line. A great play-action play there for Unfreed, who got it to Gaylor, who got to the 12-yard line. Under 2 minutes to play now. Hillman still up 24 points. Del Oro looking to put one final scoring drive in the books. Shotgun on 1st and 10 here for the Golden Eagles. Unfreed has a guy in the flat on the near side and tackled it around the 10. Is going to be Taylor. Gain of a couple before Kelly got him at the 10-yard line. 1:25 to play as the Hillmen now will close this out. .109 to play. Second down for the Golden Eagles. Unfreed, back to pass, corner end zone, and that pass is going to be caught for the touchdown. Marlboro with the touchdown as Del Oro has cut it to an 18-point lead, pending the PAT. So with 1:03 to play, Del Oro with one final touchdown pass as Marlboro with a great catch in the corner of the end zone. And now Del Oro will go for the PAT. Kick is going to be good, and so the lead for Placer is to 17. .103 to play as now Del Oro most likely will go for the onside kick. .103 to play, so Del Oro showing no quit in this game. They go down the field. This kickoff brought to you by Auburn Trophies. Auburn Trophies, if you're looking for plaques or replicas, go to Auburn Trophies. Auburn Trophies. And so the Hillmen, 1:03 to play, up 17. And the Hillmen got off to a slow start in this game. They trailed 7-0 after one quarter. They then racked off 17 consecutive points. They have never looked back since. Del Oro will kick this ball off from their own 40. The Hillmen have everyone up on the kicking unit in case of an onside kick. And so now, no doubt, Del Oro looks to retrieve this. This kick rolls out of bounds. And a flag on the onside kick as the Hillmen will take over on the illegal onside kick. 1:03 to play, and now Joey Montoya and company will take a knee and finalize a big win over their rival here in the area as the Hillmen are going to go to 3-0. All the Pistons firing the way they're supposed to be, and a favorable schedule coming up. And they're going to mark this ball at the 47-yard line of Del Oro. Ryan Miller under center. And he will take the knee, and that will do it. Your Hillmen have come into Del Oro after a raucous environment, a crazy, hectic week, and they have more than answered the bell. A hard-fought 17-point win. They're 3-0 now, and the Hillmen, who came in, obviously fired up. There was some back-and-forth banter throughout the game, and they weathered the storm. 30 seconds remaining, one final knee, and that'll do it. By golly, Miss Molly, your Hillmen are 3-0. They come into Del Oro, they'll turn the lights off themselves like a Motel 6, and the Hillmen, decked out in all white, have done it. They're 3-0. Holy. And you love to see it. 38-21 is the final score. We're going to take one more commercial break. Post-game show coming up next. Your Hillmen 3-0. They beat their longtime rival Del Oro by 17. We'll be right back here on KAHI Radio 950 AM, 104.5 FM. Welcome back. The final score here from Golden Eagles Stadium as your Hillmen have come into Del Oro. They have beaten the Golden Eagles by 17 points. They were phenomenal on offense, on defense, and to be honest, folks, as Keith Jouganatos back with you here on KAHI Radio 950 AM, 104.5 FM, it did not look promising in the start. Del Oro answered the bell. They were up 7-0 after one quarter, but then your Hillmen, they get a couple of points on the field goal from Andrew Marcus. They get a touchdown to get the lead by 3. They intercept the pass at the goal line to make it 17-7, and they never look back from there. And this was probably by far, obviously, the most important and I guess you could say when it came to all three victories so far, the most impressive victory because they didn't look great. They didn't look spectacular. They were pedestrian at times, you could say, but they found a way to get it done. That's what the great teams do. They find a way to get the job done. And your Hillmen are 3-0. We're going to go to Antelope. We'll see you back at Lefevre next week, 7:30 kickoff. 3-0. And this team continues to answer the bell, continues to rise to the occasion, continues to show why they are one of the best teams in the area. It's going to be a crazy environment, and we'll see you back here Friday night, 6:45, pregame show, 7:30 game. For Keith Jouganatos, everyone at KAHI Radio, your Hillmen are 3-0. The final score, your Hillmen 38, the Del Oro Golden Eagles 21. Signing off on KAHI Radio 950 AM, 104.5 FM. As always, it is a great day to be a Hillman.
Placer Hillmen football
right,
has been brought to you on KAHI by these great sponsors. Please support them whenever you can. Depot Bay Coffee Roasters, Mackey Heating and Air, Mel's Diner Auburn, Robinson Sand and Gravel, the Roseville Auto Mall, Auburn Trophies, and by Foreman Eye Care. You'll hear every Placer Hillmen game this season right here on 104.5 FM and 950 AM KAHI. Good night, and thanks for listening.
Tonight, we are here to participate in the most electrifying rivalry in high school athletics. Your Del Oro Golden Eagles football team versus the mighty Placer Hillmen. And Placer has a great move to the Del Oro line. And he makes it down to about the 39-yard line before he's finally forced out of bounds by Boston Kelly of the Eagles. forced out of bounds. Marcus's kick is good to put Placer on the board.
Miller, back to pass, has time, gonna air it out long. Kelly's downfield, it's caught at the 35-30, 25-20. There goes Baylor Kelly, nothing but room. Touchdown, Placer Hillmen, and Baylor Kelly strikes gold in a sea of black and gold at Del Oro. The Golden Eagles taking a golden risk here, going for it. 7:45 to play, shotgun for Del Oro on 4th and short. Savay, quick step, pressure coming, gotta give it out. Savay is sacked in the backfield. Ball is at the 20-yard line, and the Hillmen are going to get the turnover on downs deep in Del Oro territory. Second and 11. Miller. Pump fake. Has a man downfield. It's going to be caught at the 10. 5. Touchdown. Placer Hillmen. Keeper ass in the end zone. The Hillmen up 10 and chewing the clock at will, controlling and dictating the tempo and pace of the game. Miller hands it off to Jones again. Jones will walk in. Touchdown. Placer Hillmen. And Sean Jones makes it a 16-point game. 2 wide outs to the right side. High snap, bootleg. Savay throws it. Intercepted on the far side. Placer's going 45-50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. Is he going to make it? Yes, he will. Touchdown, Placer Hillmen. There's going to be a tackle. The ball is at the 1-yard line. They send the man in motion. Miller gives the carry. It is going to be a touchdown, Placer Hillmen.
And it is a Placer touchdown.
They send the man in motion to the near side. Savay back to pass. Pressure coming. Spins out of it. He is sacked in the backfield at the 35. It is big bad Ivan De Silva who got him and gobbled him up.
Scrambling to keep on his feet, and he is finally wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage, loses about 1.
Big sack on that play.
Time. And the Hillmen take the knee, and they will run down the clock.